Martini Demo Center. I'm Fred Jones, and we're going to show you how we install the Performance Plus wire system with the Easy Drone. Before we get started though, you can see that we have one system already set up. The other system is going to be shown through the video. We've taken some steps to prepare it. It normally comes in a skid, it's mounted on a skid, weighs 650 pounds, so you do need a forklift to pick it up. And there's two straps, one on each side that you would run your forks through, pick it up off the skid, place it on the supplied dolly, then you can move it around easily in your facility. So we're going to bring in Joe Giovenco, who's going to show us how we follow the instructions that are supplied with the Easy Drone. The first thing that he will do is take out the pieces that are provided with the materials. This is called the crown. It is going to be used to help separate the wire when it comes out. Another piece is a ring that is used to guide the wire. Now these other items that are in there are shipping, are items that are used for shipping to keep the wire from unspooling during transportation. So Joe, why don't you take those out? And these items are not used at all later on. And what you can do is you can see inside, you can see this wire. It's not your typical spool. It is wound from the outside. The wire comes off from the inside, and it does not have the traditional spiral or wrapping that you would see on a standard roll of wire. Let me show you how this wire does come out. And you can see okay, now we've got the loose wire, and you can see how it's loose, and it comes out from the inside, and it's not wrapped around the spool like you normally would see. We'll cut this off because we don't need that, and I'll let Joe finish up the installation. Now he's going to thread the wire out through this ring, which is a guide ring. The crown was placed in there as a slight weight to hold it down to keep it from free spooling off. The system does include what we call a crown, or a funnel rather. Inside there's a quick disconnect for our wire tube. The wire is fed through that, then it's clamped on the drum. It's going to feed the wire through the tube. This is the guide tube that brings it off the funnel into the back of the stitcher, and it keeps the wire from getting kinked around anything else that's laying. In a lot of applications, your despoolers and the spools that are sitting behind the machine it's very loose, and the wire can get kinked up. He put the tube into a quick disconnect. This can be removed. It's a standard disconnect which comes supplied with the tubing or with the system. Now he's going to insert the wire through a guide on the back of the stitcher, and there's a fitting in there that he slides in. He's going to take a Allen wrench and tighten it up so it doesn't move around. This is pretty much general for most machines. Some machines will look slightly different. And then all he has to do is go around the other side, pull the wire through like you normally would into the stitching head. And now you're done. Except for closing up the guard on the back. One other item that you have that is required on the system, these lifting straps must be locked down to keep them from catching the wire. In our demo room, we use bungee cords. You can use masking tape, whatever. It's just a way of keeping the lifting wires from the straps from catching the wire. So, other than closing up the back door, we're done.
So Fred, from the point of once you thread the wire through the tube and brought it into the piece of equipment, just about, even if someone has never used the Easy Drum, that's pretty much the same procedure.
This is so simple that I can even do it. So,
well, folks, from the Muller Martini Training Center in Hauppauge, once again, that was Fred Redford Jones and Espresso Joe, as some of us like to call him. And this is Muller Martini's high-speed performance plus wiring system with our Easy Draw units.